This is Curious Television, a professional online-based television committed to promoting truth, balanced and objective reportage without fear. Please like, share and subscribe to our YouTube and Facebook channels. Curious Television, fearless pursuit of truth.
Nigerian lawmakers have been urged to critically address the legal framework bordering on defamation and libelous issues in Nigeria's constitution to prevent issues of aggrieved persons writing petitions to the police authority on alleged defamatory publications by journalists or any Nigerian. An Ilorin-based legal practitioner, Taufik Olateju, raised the concerns during a capacity-building training for Kwara State-based online media practitioners over the rising cases of libel, which could hamper press freedom in the country. According to the legal practitioner, Taufik Olateju, it is needless for another law to criminalize freedom of expression, as guaranteed by the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as amended, saying if anyone is aggrieved from being slandered, such a person should approach a civil court of law or a high court that has jurisdiction to listen and determine the matter, instead of writing a petition to the law enforcement agency to gag the press.
Having been guaranteed the freedom of expression by the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended, specifically Section 39(1) of that Constitution, there shouldn't be any other law that will criminalize that freedom except that Constitution. If any other law is inconsistent with the provision of that section of the Constitution, that section, or let me say that law, will be rendered null and void. So there is no need for any other law to criminalize freedom of expression. What I'm saying in essence is that our lawmakers should look at the way to ensure that defamation, injurious falsehood, criminal defamation, is spent with in our laws. If anybody is aggrieved of being slandered or there is a libelous publication against him or her, the person should approach the civil court, should approach a high court or any court that has jurisdiction to listen and determine the matter, instead of writing a petition to the police or any other law enforcement agency to gag the right of a person who is legitimately doing his work. It is obvious that if we continue in this way, we are not meeting up the standard set by the international community when it comes to issue of freedom of expression. If we trace the genesis of freedom of expression, these are treaties signed by international organizations, which Nigerian government too, they are part of those signatories, and they cannot by any other law go against it. So it is an inalienable right of every journalist to be protected, most especially when he's doing his legitimate work.
However, other resource persons at the workshop admonished the Kwara online journalists to adhere strictly to the basic tenets of journalism with a view to maintaining the global practice standard.
I specifically told them that as journalists, they should they should have good mastery of English language as a medium of expression, and they should cultivate the habit of relating or networking with their sources whenever they are putting up their report. They need to ensure that at least they join hands in fighting off the scourge of fake news and disinformation by actually being professional in gathering and reporting the events as far as issues that affect public members of public is concerned.
Of course, blogging is more or less like unprofessional media outlet. So, and we used to distinguish ourselves as a media organization, news organization. So we need to embrace professionalism. So for that, we are doing this capacity building so that we can enlighten our people. We can take them through on how to gather news and how to distinguish between professionalism and unprofessionalism.
We have had to hear from personal experiences of some of the speakers, and it has been a very, very interesting program. And I also hope that we would have more of this kind of programs, to be done regularly, so that we'll be able to, our news delivery or delivering news to people or to members of the public, will be a quality one. And then, as usual, the peace in Kwara State here, will be, will be sustained.
Is first of its kind, and it's indeed a welcome development. Through the lesson here, it will shape me a lot in discharging my duties effectively, especially upholding the ethics of journalism.
The theme of the workshop is upholding journalism standards in digital age. The participants were thoroughly schooled in news gathering techniques and writing techniques in digital age.
This is Curious Television, a professional online-based television committed to promoting truth, balanced and objective reportage without fear. Please like, share and subscribe to our YouTube and Facebook channels. Curious Television, fearless pursuit of truth.